Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is June 18th, and we're going to take a look at AFL, AFLAC, or as the little duck says, AFLAC. Anyways, the this stock has just been destroyed over the last few months. Starting off with Japan, and then of course the massive down that we've had the last 6 weeks, and it has gone all the way from 59 down to 48, and then back up here to 57, and now down to 45. So what does $12 does that mean that this is a good buy at the moment? Well, the reason why I'm looking at this is because I was doing a scan for oversold equities, and this one popped up. So this is massively speculative, but it has possibilities and is on my list, and I thought I would share it. So looking at our standard layout, we can see that we have Bollinger Bands coming in for a pinch, meaning a big move is going to happen shortly. And we have the short-term moving averages pointing down. It seems we have reached a layer of congestion here. Whether that's just a pause before it goes lower, that is what we are hunting for. Or is it going to be time for it to cross over and go back up for a retest of the bar? That is the question. On the secondary, stochastic, of course, still pointing down. RSI is trying to go up. And we have a positive movement on the MACD histogram and a crossover, bullish crossover of the MACD. Well, that's nice. Doesn't exactly tell us too much. So, time to pull out the tools. And we're going back to the free version of stockconsultant.com. I won't log on to it and show it because that would be wrong. But we can see that it says it is 80% bullish, 20% bearish, and it has breakout and breakdown alerts. Beyond that, it says that it is extreme oversold. And of course we've had heavy selling. Now, it says that it is at support right now. It's not the strongest support. And there is no support below. Hence the breakdown alert way up here. But we also have a breakout alert as well. And it says the first resistance above is at 49. Okay, so 49. We have something to work with now. Well, we can see that 49 is right about here, which would correlate with a retest of the bar. If it got a little penetration on the bar, that makes sense. Beyond that, notice we do not have an uptick on Guppy yet, so keep that in mind. Also, one thing to keep in mind, we have our price consensus levels, and 2 of them are right here at 50 and just below 50. Also something interesting to consider. That is about a halfway into the bar, roundabout, a little bit above, but essentially halfway. And if we look at our black box, we can see several things. For one, extreme trend pointing down, major trend pointing down, and minor trend pointing down. Notice we have penetration of the extreme trend both by the minor trend and the major trend, indicating that we should have a reaction at this point. We're also close to the lower Bollinger Band. So, if we have a reaction here, we would expect it to go and test the bar, perhaps going as high as the major trend, through time. It doesn't just go, boop, here I am. Because you can see it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, and theoretically should go up. That would make sense with the MACD should it remain positive and climb. So we know about the one target level that we had talked about. What about this this 50? What is that? Does that correlate with anything? Well, back to Stock Consultant. Do we have a 50? Yes, we do. 51.27 plus or minus 72. Triple strength 10. It's triple strength 10. Strongest, well, if it was a plus, that'd be stronger. But almost the strongest level they have on their readouts. 51.27 plus or minus 72. So essentially 50-50. Would you look at that? The extreme trend line, 50-50 roundabout. So that makes complete sense. And should it get through the first resistance, which is at 49.24 plus or minus 69 cents, that makes sense. Also, let's look at our other black box. That does correlate roundabout with the price consensus, because if we look at the first resistance level, 49.24 plus or minus 69, if you go the positive route, 69 cents, that is just shy of 50, which is right at these two price consensus levels. It makes complete sense that it would turn around and go back after that, which is a little bit of a test, a little bit of a penetration, halfway penetration of the bar, which also is not difficult to do, because when you do go up to test the bar, you normally on the first try get some penetration, unless you have full separation going into the bar, in which case you put the hurt on it, you are ejected from the other end, the moving averages go halfway into it, and then decide what they want to do. So, all completely reasonable, which is why I figured I would share this with you. Now, what about that breakdown? Because there are no guarantees in the market. There is no guarantee it's going to turn around and go up. We could have bad news tomorrow night with the euro and the market takes a big old dump. Well, we know on Stock Consultant's site that there is no resistance below. So what is a target? Well, we have multiple trends converging at 44 along with the lower Bollinger Band. So a drop of $1 entirely possible, and that for a breakdown does not seem adequate. But if we look further, black box number 2, we can see that the major trend on the faster black box is down here at 41. Now that sounds like a breakdown target to me. $4 from where it is. So should it break down, we do have a target of 41. And it could do that rapidly. There isn't anything to hold it back. But by the same token, there isn't really much of anything holding it back either from going up for a test of the bar, which is up here. And we'd have a target around about 49 for the immediate future, and 48 conservatively. But there you have it. A very, very speculative play, but one that could have extreme profit potential in either direction, which is why we show both ends of the spectrum, so you can watch what it's doing and take a position if you feel like it. If not, just for fun, watch it, see how it plays out. I'm definitely going to be watching this one come Monday, and depending on how it acts, what it would appear to be doing, those levels are something to watch. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you very much.